What's going on, everyone? This is DD1 here on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Gemmy animated prototype musical gramophone. So, believe it or not, I actually reviewed this already not too long ago, but nobody noticed because I didn't put the word prototype in the title, so therefore nobody really watched it. It got a decent amount of views, but nobody in the comments really realized what this item is. So I figured I would go ahead and review it again, and I am using the Gemmy fan's camera right now. We did a deal and he has actually sent his camera to my place, so for Halloween I can film and document everything in 1080p, so that is spectacular. So thank you to the Gemmy fan for that. But now we're going to go ahead and review this. So this thing was pretty dang expensive. And you may be able to see a few things in the background that, yes, I got those too. Sure did. I ended up losing this initially, as well as like the first 4 items that this seller listed, I lost bidding. Well, one of them I was told not to bid on something else, but no, I lost all of them. But that bidder ended up not paying. So the ending price was $180, and it took a while for me to get the money, but I had already purchased another tabletop from him for a fairly high price, so which the person initially also did not pay for. So he gave me some time to get the money. I got the money, and I talked him down from $180 to $120. Still over $100, but in my mind, totally worth it. Now there are several differences between this and the produced model of the gramophone, which the first time I did this review, I was not able to get to, but I may be able to actually get to the gramophone this time, which is going to make this version of the review even better. So let's just see, like, this is where all my Christmas items are. If you want me to review any of these, I've not already done so, let me know. It's a big mess up here. This whole room is a mess right now, actually, because of, the Halloween display and stuff. So, because of that, everything is all over the place. Oh shoot. Okay. What? Well, if you like bloopers, you just got one, because a lot of stuff just fell. So, okay, and there goes the box. Wow. But all for this review, right? All the effort. Okay, wow. So we now have the produced model to compare. Okay. So this item in 2015 was sold at multiple places, one of which was the at-home store. Target was another one, Walmart, and then a bunch of private Halloween or party stores, because this was distributed through the Sunstar catalog and stuff, and Morris Costumes, so basically all over the place. And already, just looking at these two, there's a lot of differences. And are there batteries in this? No, there are not. But it doesn't matter because they do the same thing. But I guess I'll go over the box, take the box out of the way, and then get into the items themselves. So, the packaging for the produced model says animated gramophone. That's it. $20 is retailed for. I paid a lot more for that one. This weird 2015 packaging, the pink and green. Realistic gramophone plays classic songs as record spins. Spooky tabletop decor. I just realized it says SP. Wait a second, is that an error? Oh my gosh, wait. I found an error on the box. I never even realized this. This is where that stands for Spanish. So they were supposed to put this in Spanish, but they never did. That's so funny. What an oof right there. Okay. On this side it's actually in Spanish, and then wow, okay. It's really nice. It says same stuff on this side. This was made at that time. KD. The item number for this is 57659. And yes, so you guys don't care about this one, but I know you do care about the prototype one, but we're just gonna put this up here. So just from the top, you can see that this is positioned differently than this one. You can see, of course, this is more hand molded whereas this is just regular plastic. There's a few notable differences here. I noticed also the button is like an older Gemmy button. It's like rubbery, and this one is a click button. This sensor hole is extremely small, whereas this one is decently sized. Another thing I noticed is this thing right here. You see it's actually on the track, and it's also sort of big and thick, whereas this one is really small and not on the track, because it would just snap off probably. There's screws right there, and this is of course one molded piece. There's of course obvious differences. I'll just rotate him around. So here it is from the side view. Sorry, I'm not used to this camera if it's bad angles or something. And in the back, wow, so you can see the fabric choice is also a little different. And you can just see how that's different right there. Here's the backs. We'll go ahead and look at the prototype label for this one. This is the target label, so it's likely that a new Gemmy label will be underneath this or this. Although this may be a Gemmy thing, so I think this right here. So it says Gemmy Halloween 2015 Spooky Gramophone, and they just left that blank for some reason. This was sent to Target at that time, so pretty early in the year. This is a prototype, and it was approved. Yeah. And I'm looking at this disc here. It's also kind of different from this one. But I don't want to focus too much on the differences, because we're reviewing the prototype. Now, one thing I'm just going to point out before I put this down is, so you see this is all perfect, it's a square. Well, they didn't have a square bottom initially, so what they ended up doing with this thing is they just kind of carved it out of something else. You can see that's cut off, and there's like, it's uneven. The switch is in a different spot. That's where a chiming jack would have been, but that's full of like foam. And there's also these big felt pads on the bottom. So yeah, but then that's all really cool. And now we're going to go ahead and demonstrate the songs. On the first attempt, it actually picked up the one of the songs, so I hope that doesn't happen again. I guess because the audio is clear since it's a prototype. But without further ado, we will now demonstrate this for you. So yeah, that song is pretty cool, sort of random, but it's nice. And now we are going to demonstrate the second song. And I know it sounds like it's a split gear. I think it's just how they designed the mechanism. So I think the gearboxes are probably made of like a plaster or resin kind of material as well. So that may be why it's louder, or it may actually be split. Anyways, guys, that's all I have to really show and say about this, so hope it wasn't too long of a video. I can't tell on this camera. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.